Over the weekend, we were replacing heating fluid, basically water with a glycol mixture, and during that operation, there were a few valves left open from the contractor installing the work for Hign Campbell. And when they went to refill the system with those open spots in the system, it basically flooded approximately 16 classrooms with fluid on the floors, ceiling tile, dripped onto desks, computers, stuff like that. Contractor immediately started cleaning up and have been cleaning up on the operation for a couple days now, Saturday, Sunday, I guess, type thing, trying to clean it back up. Today they started to bring the heating system back online. When they did, they had another failure in another wing of the building that, again, basically took 2 or 3 other rooms and flooded them with fluid at the same time. So the contractor then has in the process of bringing in a disaster recovery cleanup team at this point in time. They are on site now. There has been cleaners various throughout the day, in cleaning up classrooms, getting things cleaned back up. The fluid levels have, since then been reestablished, and the heat is on throughout the building. And now it's in the cleanup phase of continuing to just wipe up water and fluids that are all over the floors, on desks, chairs, stuff like that, to get it ready for the students.
Can you tell me a little bit about the chemicals that were actually leaking out? Are they hazardous or?
No, they're not hazardous, but they are glycol mixtures. You can tell that it does have a smell to it, and it's a little greasy feeling too. So again, it's kind of like trying to clean up a light cooking oil from from the top of a surface, ultimately. So again, everything has to be wiped down. We need to make sure that it's all up, and again, do as much as we can do to get just the smell out. The smell is kind of a antifreeze type smell, because that's basically what it is. And we basically recovered everything that went on the ground, put it back into barrels, and just continuing to now clean up, wipe things down, degrease, stuff like that. And also from the district standpoint, making sure that we're logging everything that was damaged by the contractor's work.
Now, is the contractor going to help recoup on this expense? Is this insurance, or can you kind of tell me how that's affected with this type of accident?
Sure. The contractors, again, Hign Campbell has notified their insurance company. Again, they've mobilized a disaster recovery team who basically specializes in cleaning up messes, generated from water, floods, fire damage, stuff like that. So again, they're here now. The contractor bears the entire cost of this, obviously including any damage to computers, anything like that.
My biggest role is to work with Mark through the construction management company to determine whether or not we were going to have school tomorrow, to make sure that it was going to be safe, not in the sense of any type of chemical issue, but the stickiness, the slipperiness of the floors, making sure it's cleaned up, making sure that staff know what we expect of them tomorrow, that we want them to report so that they can help us put the rooms back together. Students will be excused tomorrow so that we can keep the corridors clean, if you will, and make sure that everything is back to where it needs to be so it's safe for the students to walk through the classrooms and the hallways. The other part for me is to agree to overtime, because I think it's important. We work as long as we have to this evening. So I'm working with Mark to make sure that that happens, so that tomorrow we are up and running and ready to go for Wednesday when the students return.
Okay, there was rumor that there was no heat in the building. Can you kind of correct that for us?
There is heat. The heat is back up online and should be normal by tomorrow. Correct, Mr. Voorhees?
Yep, we're fully heating the entire building at this point in time.